Alright, folks, hello, welcome to Harrison Ultimate Gaming. I'm Brian Harrison, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. That's right. Of course, some people just call it Red Dead Online. That's what I think is more likely. But anyway, I wanted to remind you, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like on the video. Much appreciated. And yes, and that would be if you're on YouTube, and hit the bell notification as well. If you're on Rumble, please don't forget to follow us and like and comment there. And thank you very much. Well, we're sitting here in front of the campfire. It's kind of nice. It's been the last, let's see, this week and last week I pretty much focused on this game. You know, I tend to do that with a newer game that I'm not doing online, or I'm not doing. Um, I just want to start out, want to get a few videos out there and get underway. I did that with the racing, Star Wars Racer. I did it with GTA. I did those for a while, and then I ended up now doing this for a bit. We'll see what more we can do. I do want to break up and do. There's some other games I've been wanting to do, but we'll see. You'll see as it goes along. Maybe I'll do a story-based game too. But it's getting day. It was night. Now it's getting day. Sitting by the fire. It's enjoyable. But now it's time to get up and we're almost going to leave here, but yeah, now it's time to get up and get started on today's video. We're going to do a map. We're going to do another treasure hunt. I'm probably going to make little videos of treasure hunting. I will do bounty hunting. I do plan on it. Right now, this is just easier before I finish my setup. That's right, I'm doing a setup, rearranging my setup. I've been doing that this last week. I'm waiting for a few things to come in, which will be like Friday. Yeah. So anyway, but we'll see. Until then, I will be doing these things differently. I probably work a little bit on this. These maps are pretty easy to find the treasure, especially once you get, when you first start, it was not exactly fun. But here's East. I'm gonna call it East Wastons. East Wastons. Anyway, let's click on the map. And you never know what you can find. Yesterday we found some gold and some money. Sometimes I feel like you never know what you could find. Let's see where it's at. I'm just for reference. Oh, we're head off the other direction. We're headed off towards. I fear the. It's not quite the desert. Desert's more over here. But really, actually, we're not that far away from it, to be honest. So we can start headed that way. I want to thank you if you've been watching my videos. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I really do enjoy it. I have all the time in the world to make videos, so it gives you something to do. Really, that's really what it does, and that's true. Especially when you are on, disabled. It's kind of nice to do something. And for me, that's what I want to do. I really want to do something. Okay, here we go. So playing games and get involved in these open worlds and stuff when I'm able to, I can. That's why I'm glad for my new setup. That's why I'm glad for me adding to the setup I'm adding, so I could do more of this. Because when I don't feel too well, I still can maybe do some. It can kind of vary from day to day, but then just sit around. I could sit and do this stuff. So yeah, but I do want to thank you for watching my videos. Very much appreciated. I also want to thank you for, I don't know, joining me along. I guess I don't know. But I do want to say, don't forget to pick up this game for yourself. I mean, play it your way. You'll figure out things. It's fun to figure out things in games. It's not always gonna be perfect. I had one person one time. It was last year, I think. I felt like I'm glad for any comments, criticisms. It doesn't matter, because in the end of the day, you pick what you want to do, and you're allowed to forge your own path, and that's what the games allow. Like, it could be the same end goal, but everybody's gonna have a different way of taking that end goal. Maybe it's just the way they think. Maybe it's just the way I know with the way I think. Yes, I have a different way of taking the end gold, even different horses. Um, I have a friend that owns mostly Arabians, even though they are, for the most part, a good all-around horse. They're I have a thoroughbred which is pretty fast. It in some ways can beat some of the Arabians, but especially longer term now, actually did pretty good with a thoroughbred when we would do the bounty hunting. But I decided I would like to have a variety of horses. But I do a variety of Arabians. I have 3 of them. I have my main horse. The only reason why I keep that horse, the very first starting horse, is because I rode it around the map quite a bit. And even though now I'm glad for these faster horses that get places faster, I can do more. That horse did do a lot with me before I was able to, when I did play the game, but when I was able to, um, until I was able to finally get on, and now I'm playing as a, I'm able to play much, much better. So, anyway, um, I think they could work it out a little bit better, but from where it started, it's awesome. I just play in defensive mode. I don't really care to bother anyone or get bothered by anyone. Generally, I don't. It's once in a while you do, which sort of I could live with it. If I got bothered too much, I'd either switch sessions, or if it got too much, I still have stuff I could do on GTA, because that's where I play a lot. That's where I played a lot. I have all the property. That's right. I have all the. Okay, hold on. Calm horse. Sometimes you have to calm your horse, and then brush it. And then I'll feed him a bit. I'll just feed him once for now. Okay. I'm trying to work this horse up to level 4. It's what I call bonding 4. I guess, and it's level 4, bonding 4. I don't know. You probably could do more with them. I mean, it's like a learning curve playing. But any new game, if I plan to start another game, then there's gonna be learning. There's gonna be, oh, okay. You may mess up, and then you're like, oh, okay, I figured that out. And that's a good thing about games. We get bounties from here sometimes too, but those are good games. It's just, I like the journey. It's about enjoying the game too. I always love people with, I'm not against these people, but I like people, they just say that, they act like they have to be an expert at everything, or they can't enjoy it. I play the game because I enjoy it. I'm not, even though I've played a long time, I just played games for a long time, doesn't make me an expert. I just, enjoy playing games, I've played games for a very long time, since I was little. Mostly other people's houses when I did, and the only games I had at home were some of those learning games, like those frog games or whatever you want to call them. But I call it the learning frog. That's just, people may call it something else. But I played games, and that's the thing, is enjoying them. Not so much, not because you're an expert. I just feel like the world came up with it. Experts were only used really for doctors and engineers, and then now everybody had to be an expert. Well, my expertise, and it's fine. The problem is there's so many experts. It's like, what happened to the people who are real? Like, we just enjoy playing games, and I do. So don't take offense if I don't implement what you say I should. I find it funny. Like, one person I think took offense because I just didn't implement. Well, part of the problem was they obviously didn't play the game, because you have to earn there's certain games you have to earn, like the older games specifically. They didn't hand things to you. You had to race, you had to win certain races, you had to do certain things, and there's games that still do that in order to get certain boosts or certain things, like when I race. Right now I'm racing with different racers and stuff on the Star Wars racer. I'm playing the tournament. Well, you can't just, they don't hand you everything. You have to actually earn things. You can upgrade your pod racers to do things, go faster, stuff like that. I haven't done that yet. I've thought about doing like focusing after I do all the tracks, focusing on upgrades and stuff like that eventually. But it takes time. So that stuff takes time. I had a plan, I have a plan, but I also have a plan to enjoy the game, and that's. I feel like it's just me kind of ranting a little bit, but I feel like um, sometimes we don't enjoy games like we should, and this is a prime example. Yeah, is there better ways? Is there faster ways? You look on the map. There are ways. You can look on the map. You probably find the treasure. You just run around, which at first is kind of cool, but which is not bad. Oh, there it is. See, there you go. See that yellow thing? That's where the treasure is. So, but it's also cool to play the game. Enjoy the scenery. I like to sometimes in open world games like this just to enjoy the scenery. It'd be kind of fun. Okay, open the box. Let's see what's inside. Take. Okay. Wow. 65 we're all up to 8. 50. Wow, that's cool. See, that's how I earned gold bars a lot faster. And look at the money is already up to 747. I was up to over 1,000. I actually been up to over 3,000 at one point, but I ended up spending on stuff like, getting things, horses. There's gonna be stuff, just like GTA. At first, you're gonna feel like you're gonna eventually you'll save up tons of money, which I like to do. Then you spend a lot of money to get certain things, to do certain things, or to own properties and stuff like that. So yeah, it could be really fun. But today's video, lately, these videos are gonna be kind of short because I'm kind of waiting to finish up my setup, and then I can do more just by sitting down and stuff, and not like now I've gotten to a point where I don't unplug cables anymore, so I should be able to record some PS4 games, all that stuff, without having to fiddle around and unplug the cable in the back to try to plug it in the right console and all this stuff, because our consoles are kind of together, sort of separate. Some of them are together, some of them are kind of separate, but it's not that way anymore. I can just with the way I'm setting up everything, I just turn on the computer, turn on the TV right now. But then there's a few things I'm getting to help finish up, so I could do um less of what I'm doing. I could sit more on the couch because when I have to record, my cable is not long enough for this mic, and so I'm getting a wireless headset, and I'm getting a way to help use a second monitor. So while I'm recording, I can use a computer or a different like TV computer monitor so I can see the recording, and then it will just be next to the TV and stuff, and I'll have this mount that I can slide in and out. And so it'll just be a lot easier. And I used to edit at my office computer for these videos. Now I'm deciding to edit. I can edit if I need to on the couch if I really need to do so. I don't really feel well, but I don't feel so horrible. I can at least do a simple video, you know, depending on how I feel. So anyway, but I really thank you for putting up with me. I really thank you for watching my videos. It's been a pleasure. I don't take If I don't take your advice, don't take offense to it. Just remember that I am going to play the game my way a bit. I'll listen. I do listen, but listening doesn't always say that I have to do exactly what you say. It's everybody has a freedom of choice. Everybody has a freedom of speech, and I'm not against any of that. I just want people to just be respectful. Maybe you'll do it a certain way, but that's your way. That's not everybody else's way. And I'm not afraid. Sometimes maybe trying something is maybe differently. If I do try it, it's different in my way. It's not gonna be everybody else's way. That's what I like about these type of games. I hope you pick this up for yourself and you can play it your way. Maybe even do a YouTube channel yourself for Red Dead Redemption. Maybe show things that I'm not showing, or maybe show things that other people aren't showing. Or I mean, it's all on you. It's all up to you. Everybody has a way of playing this game. That's why I like these open world games. Everybody has a different way of doing things, which is really awesome, and it's a great experience. And that's why I think it's a joy. Everybody has different, like a GTA. I have different vehicles. We have some of the same, But I have different vehicles in some ways than my friend does. Just different likes, different ways of wanting to do things, you know. But we both enjoy it and have fun. So, so we'll see how things go. Um, I plan to do more of this, obviously. I plan to kind of go through all the maps. I know I'll make a lot of little videos, but I do plan eventually on doing some bounty hunting. I really do want to get into that. I think that would be fun. So I hope you come along for the ride of any of the games. I hope to maybe upload some other type of games, maybe simulator games, maybe different games besides this one. But it's fun that I can actually get into this game. You can see I'm making progress. I have the full. This is the bounty hunter. The when you finally rank up to 30, you can unlock this one and be able to buy it as a full deal. I have it as one of my main outfits. Right now I have 3 main outfits. This one and another one I'll have to show you sometime because I've changed it since like the hat stuff. I've changed it a little bit since I've had it. You can see it in my older videos. The It's mostly stick to there except for maybe a few slight changes. Um, and then and then I have a winter outfit which I only use when we're going into the snow because you could freeze to death. I did not freeze to death, but I found out that oh boy, hypothermia is a pretty much a thing in this game. So yeah, could have died, but hey, that's the fun of learning uh, and the experience of having fun and realizing you need warm weather clothes. But anyway, we'll get into some stuff and enjoy and have fun and learn along the way. I'll make mistakes. It's who I am. We play games and have fun and make mistakes, but still we learn and we enjoy the experiences along the way, and maybe have some funny moments. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. I do welcome them, good, bad, otherwise. You know, just remember that or I just, am here to enjoy the game, have fun, and play the game, in a lot in my way. But also have fun. I do listen, but you know, I still will play the game. I still will play the game as me. So yeah. Anyway, and I take things as they come. Take things in strides. But anyway, I hope to see you guys soon. Like I said, God bless you. And until next time, bye